Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the corporate world. Today we're diving into a filing that's a bit like a prenup getting a rewrite. It's complicated and could mean a lot more money is on the table, or maybe more risk. Before we get started, if you're tired of corporate jargon and want the real story, subscribe to our channel, join our Discord community too. The link is in the description below to chat with other finance nerds. We're looking at a report from Breeze Holdings Acquisition Corp, a company that's trying to merge with YD Biopharma. This report isn't their usual financial numbers, but an update about their merger agreement. The main point is a change to how much money they're planning to raise through a PIPE investment. Scroll entry into a material definital. Breeze and YD Biopharma want to become one company under a new parent company called Pubco. To make this happen, they needed money, initially planning to get some investments to move things along. Now they've changed the agreement to try and get even more money. The interesting part is that they've amended or rewritten their merger agreement to try to attract more investment. They originally planned to raise up to $15 million through what's called a PIPE investment, but now they are aiming to raise $30 million instead, which is double what they first planned. PIPE stands for Private Investment in Public Equity. It means they are selling shares to private investors in public equity. It means they are selling shares to private investors to raise capital. They've updated the agreement and basically replaced the old funding plan with a new one that lets them raise up to $30 million. It looks like the PIPE investment is going to happen at the same time as the merger, which means they want the money to be available as soon as the deal closes. To get this money, Pubco, the new parent company, will sell ordinary shares, meaning regular shares of stock to investors. These sales will be based on subscription agreements, which are like contracts with standard promises from Pubco and Breeze, such as giving correct information. Also, Pubco will give investors registration rights, which means they'll help these investors resell their shares later by filing paperwork with the SEC. The deal to get this investment money depends on a few things. First, the merger itself has to happen. Second, everyone important within Pubco, YD Biopharma and Breeze needs to agree to it. Third, they need to get any required approvals from regulators and stock exchanges. And lastly, everyone involved needs to stick to their promises in the subscription agreement. The important point is that everything else in the original merger agreement stays the same. Only the amount of the PIPE investment has changed. They are now trying to get a larger investment than previously. It's like they're adding extra fuel to the engine before launching this combined company. They hope that extra cash will boost their plans once they're all merged together. There is more to know before making a decision, and they plan to file further documents with the SEC. They advise investors to read everything carefully before making any decisions. These documents will contain important information about Breeze, YD Biopharma, and the proposed transaction. Scroll investors and security holders may obtain free copies of the proxy statement prospectus scroll. You can find these documents for free on the SEC's website and also on Breeze's website. If you are a stockholder, read these materials carefully. People from Breeze and YD Biopharma could be seen as asking for support for this deal, and more details about them can be found in SEC filings, including Breeze's annual report. So be aware of who might be trying to influence your decision. This report includes forward-looking statements, which are basically guesses about the future, and these predictions involve risks and uncertainties that could cause the actual results to be different. The company notes that there are risks like the deal not closing on time or at all, not getting the expected benefits, failing to meet conditions for closing, changes that could terminate the agreement, the effect of the announcement on YD Biopharma's business, possible difficulties in keeping employees, potential lawsuits, maintaining the stock listing, volatility in stock prices, implementing business plans, competition in the industries in which YD Biopharma operates, the success of YD Biopharma's products and services, profitability and the need for more capital, and the costs of the proposed transaction. This report is not an offer to sell securities or asking for your vote. It is just for information, and any offer will be made through an official document. Now, let's take a step back and look at the big picture. Breeze Holdings Acquisition Corp is a special purpose acquisition company, or SPAC. SPACs are created to raise money through an initial public offering IPO, with the goal of acquiring an existing company. In this case, Breeze is trying to acquire YD Biopharma. YD Biopharma is a company, but the report doesn't go into detail about their product. This makes it harder to evaluate if increasing the investment is justified. By seeking more money, Breeze and YD Biopharma are signaling that they either need more capital to execute their plans or they believe they can achieve more with additional resources. This could mean they have identified new opportunities or that they are facing unexpected costs. However, increasing the PIPE investment also adds complexity to the deal. It requires finding additional investors willing to commit funds. If they cannot secure the full $30 million, it could impact the terms of the merger or even jeopardize the entire transaction. The success of this merger depends on several factors. These factors include the ability to secure the additional funding, the approval of the merger by shareholders and regulators, and the successful integration of YD Biopharma into the PubCo structure. Without knowing the details of YD Biopharma into the PubCo structure, without knowing the details of YD Biopharma, it is tough to estimate the future of the company after the merge. The risk factors mentioned in the report are typical but should be considered seriously. In conclusion, this amendment to the merger agreement is a significant development. It shows a change to seek more investment, which could boost the prospects of the combined company, but also introduces new risks and uncertainties. Alright, that's our breakdown of Breeze Holdings Acquisition Corp's latest filing. What's your take on these changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.